Hi, I'm Michele Saumberfield. It's Sunday, March 7th, 2021, and I thought I would read another Monica Wishbriar poem. But I wanted to talk about something else, too. I was getting ready, to come before the camera, ever concerned about how I would look. And I thought, I don't feel like doing anything with my hair. Why do I have to? I don't feel like touching up my nails. Why do I have to? And it made me think about a recent post that a friend of mine put on his Facebook site. He was talking about how a lot of times people think it's strange that men might wear wigs or makeup or heels, but how historically, like in the parliament, for instance, politicians way back when, they used to wear powdered wigs and ruffles and flamboyant dress jackets and things, dress coats. And it really made me think as I was getting ready about the stereotype we have for men and women. Why do women feel they need to wear makeup? I have a friend who actually is a very good friend. I grew up with her, and I believe she was Jack Kennedy during her last past life. And she has long, dark hair and thick eyelashes, but she likes to not wear makeup. And she really resents it when people act as if they're going to do her a favor and give her makeup pointers or suggest she get a makeover. She's my age and she knows what style she feels comfortable with. She doesn't want to wear makeup. Why does a woman have to wear makeup to be accepted in society and considered attractive? Why? Okay. So I was thinking about a friend of mine who worked for a few months in the cubicle at work, and he was a guy who liked to wear eyebrow definer, and he liked to wear foundation on his face so he wouldn't look so pale. And I remember when he was cleaning out his cubicle, he had found a tube of makeup between his cubicle and mine, and he said, "Oh, I wonder how long this has been here." And so I immediately just assumed it was mine, and I was looking at it funny and thinking, I don't recognize that kind of mascara. I don't remember that brand. But I've been here for over a decade, so maybe I used it and lost that a long time ago. And I said, I don't remember that. And he goes, "Oh, it's mine. It's not yours. It's my makeup." I thought that was so cute and funny. I just assumed it was mine because it was makeup, right? He liked wearing it. He looked good in it. Who cares, right? Made him happy. Recently, somebody had posted something under one of my YouTube videos, so I went and looked on his site, and I saw that he wears red lipstick just as red as mine, and wears his eyeliner even better than I wear mine, and has better cheekbones than I do, and looks nicer than I do. And this is a guy. I thought, good for him. I'm glad he is happy dressing up. I'm glad he has a unique style. That's cool. That's very cool. If we all subscribe to the same concepts of beauty, if we all tried to look the same, who would be unique? You wouldn't be unique. I wouldn't be unique. If everybody thought the same things were attractive, we wouldn't be unique. So I just want to say, I don't think women have to wear makeup to be attractive, and I don't think there's anything wrong with guys wearing makeup if that's what they want to do. I just want to say that. All right, so I am going to read this poem by Monica Wishbriar. It is called RIT Affair, WRIT. That's a legal term. It basically means power. Like if you have, I guess, like legal power, or you've got influence, you have some kind of ability and pull and power. So this is called RIT Affair. I'm going to switch to the next screen, and hopefully I'll be able to read the small print easily enough not to screw up what I'm doing. And I'm going to take a drink here so I can get through this. There's very little in this. I never drink too much, actually. That's what keeps things special if you don't overindulge. Okay, just a moment, and I'm going to pull up REIT Affair by Monica Wishbriar. Merrily I'd give myself over to your whim, surrendering all inhibitions, excited to the brim. For I did see you in the garden plucking at a rose, and as I watched your muscular hands, I felt my interest grow. Yesterday when you arrived in town, curiosity was but a bud, but then it bloomed into crimson lust. Now I desire more than a hug. Your very proper salutation was comforting and sweet, but I'd prefer to kneel before your figure at your feet. Pull back my hair, and I shall enjoy as I serve you with my lips, and then as foreplay nearly bursts, I'll rise to offer my hips. For my longing is not just casual. I wish for more than that. I do hope to spend the night beneath you on my back. It could, of course, be a mistake, should you not wish to fall into the spell of my lasting charms, caught in my juicy thrall. It's best if you can't handle such, that you stop before we start. I cannot be held responsible if when you enter me, you lose your heart. I suspect that you may know by now that I'm not just a tart. I merely like to celebrate, coming to life in the mystical dark. So unless you are indeed prepared to give me your every and your all, please do leave this estate at once. You need no more to call. I wish not to be too harsh with you. I do not want to be rough. But when I see how appealing you are, less than all is not enough. Should you change your mind someday, would you wish to commit, please send a letter with sweet words, my attention within your writ. For we shall dally in the night, our bodies intertwined, surrendering to passionate lust, intoxicating as fine wine. A delicious bouquet of nakedness, sights and sounds and tastes, pour yourself across my bed. You're worth the wait and the chase. And things would not just end with that. That would be just the beginning. I shall wish for more and more, and not be repentant for our sinning. For how could it truly be sin if we are meant for each other? I simply wish not to wear a ring as I lay with you, my lover. Around the gardens together we'd stroll, sweet fragrance in the air, arm in arm satisfied because we dared to have an affair. So let the proper ladies gossip, let us shock the town. They're of no concern at all when we nakedly frolic and bound. Okay, well that was a bit rough. I stumbled and couldn't see what I was reading a few times as usual, right? What's the difference, right? But yeah, I just wanted to read that. That was called REIT Affair by Monica Wishbriar. And REIT is pretty much a legalese kind of term. And like I was talking about earlier, my friend was posting something on his site and talking about how historically men have worn makeup, wigs, makeup, heels, Again, I have to say I have seen a lot of historical paintings where men have worn very fancy business jackets and ruffled shirts. You know those ruffled shirts that have the big ruffles in front, and they're very pretty, okay, but manly too. It all depends, I guess, in what society and what circumstances styles are worn. But I have to say over and over and over, I want to say this again and again, if we expect everyone to be like us, then what is going to make us unique? We actually benefit. You benefit, I benefit, if we do not force our styles, our expectations on other people. We benefit if we view other people, keep an open mind, appreciate them, feel happy for their comfort within themselves, and celebrate that we are all unique. So I do not think that women have to wear makeup to be attractive. I do not think that men should not wear makeup in order to be considered manly. I think that we all should be allowed to make our own decisions and be accepted for them. And just because you don't agree with someone, just because you don't adore what they're doing, doesn't mean you can't respect them. So I just want to say that, it's Sunday and a lot of people go to church and a lot of people hear sermons about kindness and goodness and forgiveness and this and that and whatever. But going to church and listening to the words means absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing unless we are willing to put into action those concepts which we claim we believe. And I think accepting others for their unique sense of style and self is a big part of that. I know I myself have had people who are very supportive, but I've had other people who want to rip me apart when they don't agree with something in my videos. And I know what a downer it is. And I can tell you that tormenting somebody else, criticizing somebody else, does not lift the criticizer up, does not make them stronger, does not make them better, does not make them more attractive. Being nice to other people, really, when it comes right down to it, is not about who is in front of you, who are you judging. It's about what you carry within yourself, within your own heart, within your own being, your ability to grow, your ability to respect. It's not about that other person's worth. It's about who you are inside. So there's my lecture for the day. Love and peace. That's just what I want to say.